Hi everyone, this is Ben Francia. In this video, I'll be talking about my top 10 content marketing tips for businesses. So just to put a definition, what is content marketing? Let me borrow a definition from Content Marketing Institute. So the definition, according to Content Marketing Institute, content marketing is a marketing technique of creating and distributing relevant and valuable content to attract, acquire, and engage a clearly defined and understood target audience with the objective of driving profitable customer action. So take note of the highlighted words creating, distributing relevant and valuable content, attract, acquire, engage a target audience. So those are the keywords, essential, I would say, factors or parts that comprises the essence of what content marketing really is. So why do I use content marketing? These are the reasons why I personally use content marketing for my business. Content marketing communicates without selling. As we all know, people don't want to be sold to. And with content marketing, I am given this chance to communicate the value of my services, the value of my business relationship with my target customers without necessarily being too selly or being too promotional about it. Content marketing is non-interruptive, most especially if you compare it with advertising, regardless if it's traditional or online advertising, which is very interruptive. Content marketing provides value. I guess that's one reason why it's not interruptive, because content marketing allows us to answer people's questions and solve people's problems with the content that we publish. And normally, as we continue to provide valuable content, as we become consistent with it, our efforts in engaging our customers with valuable content is normally rewarded with customer loyalty and trust. And most of all, why I continue to invest in content marketing is because it generates highly qualified leads and ends up with valuable and loyal customers. So without further ado, let me walk you through my top 10 content marketing tips. So tip number 1, know your customers. It's not enough for you to know the demographics of your target customers. More importantly, it's important for us to really empathize and step into the shoes of our target customers. So with that, we would be able to find out what are the type of content that they're looking for. And in identifying those topics, those content chunks that they're looking for online, we would be able to provide content and generate content that they're looking for. Next is to create a content plan. A content plan essentially just outlines the different content categories and the different topics that you will be blogging about and sharing in different social media networks. So normally, the output of this content planning phase is to come up with a 3-month editorial calendar, both for your blog and your social media networks. Next, be platform agnostic. One common question that I am often asked is, Ben, ano ba yung best na blogging platform to use? Should I use WordPress? Should I use Blogger? Or ano ba yung best na social media network for my marketing? Should I use Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn? Okay, if you're starting out in content marketing, my suggestion is not to worry too much on which platform to use, but rather focus on the quality of the content that you'll be publishing, because all these social media networks, all these different platforms will evolve, and some of them may even be obsolete in the near future. And focusing on content allows you to easily adapt regardless of whatever platform will be popular in the future. So that's it, be platform agnostic. Focus on the quality of the content that you'll be publishing. Next, create a distribution plan. If you have the time and if you have the resources, might as well take advantage of all the available social media networks. But if you have very limited resources, it's more strategic if you first find out kung saang social media network mas active ang target customers nyo, and to focus your resources into those social media networks. Now, let's say, for example, if you're targeting women and you're selling products for women, it's good that you focus on social media networks that are very visual, like Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. If you're targeting the younger generation, don't forget to use Twitter because the younger generation are slowly migrating to Twitter. If you're targeting men, men are more active on social media networks like Google Plus. Okay, so those are the statistics. And finding out where your target customers are really hanging out more oftenly on social media networks is crucial in identifying which distribution channels to focus on. So create a distribution plan. Next, be a content curator. It says in this meme, I don't know, therefore curation. So this is absolutely not correct because I think the best content curators are those who produce the best type of content. And being a content curator here, I mean being able to share, compile, research, and share the best type of content in the net. Kasi you have limited time in terms of producing content. You can only produce so little amount of content on your blog and your social media networks, and you need to distribute so many content to be able to extend your reach. And to be able to do that, one strategy that you can use is to curate content. Look for other relevant content that your target customers would be interested in and share it on your social media profiles. So be a content curator. Next, use videos. I always tell this to my students that video is the most engaging type of content in the internet. And if you want to level up your content marketing and be a notch higher than your competitors, use videos. Next, tell your story. It's always good to add some personal touch or personal flavor into the content that you publish online. Always consider to share your story, the story of your brand, of your company, and even the story of how your customers are taking advantage of the services and products that you offer. With this, the personal touch allows your readers or the people who consume your content to easily connect with you and build the relationship with you. So, tell your story. Next, repurpose. Kasi syempre, like what I mentioned earlier, you can only do so much in terms of content production. That's why you also consider doing content curation. But to help you increase the amount of content that you publish, one strategy that you can implement is repurposing content that you've already produced or even published. Now, let's say, for example, if you've created one blog post, you can create a video out of that. From the same blog post, you can create a slideshow from that, or even design an infographic showing the different ideas that you've outlined in the blog post. Another way of repurposing a single blog post is to compile it together with other related articles into an ebook. One way that I repurpose content is to check out what are the comments and responses that I get on a particular blog post and create a new content, create a new article, or even create a new video out of that to answer that comment or question. And one other strategy in repurposing content, which is very much applicable when you're into producing lists or list type articles on your blog, is to break down that list into multiple parts and create a more detailed article from each item on that list. So that's this tip, repurpose. Next, be consistent. It's very important when you are engaging your target customers online to be consistent, not only with the schedule, but also with the quality of content that you publish. Always remember this, that consistency in the engagement through the content that you publish breeds trust. So that's why consistency is very important. And lastly, this is number 10, the last but definitely not the least, provide value. I always make sure that whatever content that I share online in a way helps my readers and whoever will be consuming that content. I make sure that it answers a specific need, a specific question, provides solution to a particular problem, and in a way makes life better for the people who read my blogs and watch my videos. So always consider that, provide value. So just to summarize my top 10 content marketing tips for businesses: know your customer, create a content plan, be platform agnostic, create a distribution plan, be a content curator, use videos, tell your story, repurpose, be consistent, and lastly, provide value. To end this short video, allow me to share to you this quote from Sir Robert Louis Stevenson. Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you plant. Because each piece of content that you share online, regardless if it's a blog post, a video, or even as short as a tweet, is a seed that you plant online, which sooner or later will generate you fruits of leads and new businesses. So that's it. I hope you learned from this short video. This is Ben Francia again saying you can be successful online, you can make it happen.